I'm gonna have to go BB for like 30 seconds again in like a minute or two. Apologies. Just want something downstairs quickly. And he used the cheeky remote desktop to show you guys the game as it got started. I don't want to hold the guys up because I feel like this is likely going to be the slowest section of the bracket. So I wanted them to be able to get in game. Obviously, it's Classic versus Clem, a best of 3. We do start off with a Reaper. Moving around, seeing what's up. CC in the factory coming online, the bunker building. Stargate on the way in, the Adept coming online as well. Get a lot of this up and rolling. They're just gonna chase. Reaper is gonna come about, and the early game looking pretty cozy and comfortable here for the first few moments. Nothing too crazy about that just yet. Going back around. Just gonna be seeing the Reaper still scouting about and trying to see a little bit of what's going on for the early stages here. One of those best of 3. Whispers of Gold, actually a fun map as well. I know that Clem loves this map because he's been able to play nice and aggressively on it as well. As the Adepts do get there, Reaper will go down. Feels like that Reaper really was just trying to find as much info as it possibly could. Oracle shows up though, and Clem doesn't have anything in position immediately, so we lose 2 SCVs. Pretty good start here from Classic. As we take a moment, just going to move into the main base. A couple more SCVs going down. Going to be seeing a 4th worker. That's going to be 4 kills so far. I think it's 6, but then we lose it. I mean, I prefer to have 4 and I would prefer to have 4 and an Oracle, 4 kills and an Oracle, than 6 kills and no Oracle anymore. Yeah, that's getting a little bit overzealous, maybe. I think he'd done a very good job already. Like, getting damage done with an Oracle is already great. I mean, he really wanted to just double down on it, it seems, which... I mean, it's a choice, like I say. And, go. Alright, so... we're going to be seeing a couple of Stalkers and Adepts going to fight. Here is Marines, Viking, Cyclone pushing back. A couple of Stalkers getting chased. Actually, going to be seeing Classic. Needs to come up with a defense here as the Oracle tries to get the final shots on the Cyclone. Cyclone goes down. I think this is going to be a pushback here from Classic. I do not think Clem is going to be able to live through this one. Trade is reasonable, I guess, but Clem definitely comes out worse for wear. A lot of the resources lost that Clem has is actually because he got an Oracle kill. Guys, I just have to nip downstairs for 30 seconds again, so I'll just be right back. I have no commentary, but obviously there's someone observing this, so I'll be right back. Alright, so Clem has not had exactly a great early start of the game. Looks like Classic threw another Oracle away while I was gone. Love it. Classic, Classic. Gonna have our Stalker's jumping into the main base, and they're going to try and get some work done, and that is going to be a kill on attack lab, so we deny combat shields. Stimpack at least does continue through, fortunately, from Clem. And of course, a recall as the drop comes across the map as well, so Classic will have to respect this as he gets the Stalkers back home. We'll start to go through a few of those Marines. It's going to be brutal. 7 workers, 8 workers. Classic's still ahead on workers, though. And obviously gets to get a pretty good army trait there, so still a very respectable, playable position. Can Classic keep up this start and take him to a position to essentially start this series up 1-0? Result comes up, I'm ready to drop into the back. Medevac comes to unload. I just don't look at Clem's army and think, oh yeah, this is scary. I think that's my problem for him right now. It's just, I look at his army and I'm like, eh. Looks like Classic can comfortably deal with this, but he does lose a few probes once again. So Clem is at least somewhat testing the economy of Classic during these drops and trades. Let's see if he's come back over. Stalker's gathering. Bio's still up through the middle of the map as well. Medevacs will blink through. A couple of Colossus still firing as well. Going back a little bit. Cyclone locking on. Zealot's taking damage. Cyclone continues to chase, and a couple of those Stalkers taking damage. Colossus coming through. We just have the Prism having to load up. The Colossus backing away. The bunker trying to get repaired here as the SCVs jump on it. Zealot's trying to come through, and they will get rid of the bunker as Classic pushing the issue right now. Now he's going to lose one Colossus, but there's another still alive. Still has a good amount of Zealots in the front. Blinks forward. Wouldn't might as well go off on the Zealots, helping to play cleanup here. So at the very least, we're going to clean out the mineral line. Emil drops into this mineral line too, which is a little bit hopeful. And Clem is going to tap out of the game as Classic is going to take the opening 1-0 lead. On the bottom left side, our Red Terran player down a game. It's going to be Team Liquid's Clem. Top right, Blue Protoss is Classic. Everyone just join this lobby, let me find my obs. And see where we go for round 2. I feel like a lot of the time these guys play, it actually goes and Classic takes a map, but he never wins. Let me have a peek. Last recent matches, Clem 3-0 Classic, Clem 2-0 Classic, and then Clem 2-1, 2-0, 2-1, 2-1. That's what I'm kind of thinking of, yeah, that streak of a couple of 2-1s in there. Yeah, it's not super crazy. Clem generally does have the advantage over Classic, but yeah, like I say, Classic's not been unknown to take a map. Cybercore next is coming through. Power coming up, simulator coming online. Get settled in here. Instead, we'll just be chrono boosting out, so we get that on the way as well. Add that into play. Clem's going to have, obviously, multiple Reapers and Hellions, so we'll see if he can poke forward for some damage, otherwise that's going to be a little bit of a wasted early game investment. Let's see what Classic's defense is like against. He's going into the Stargate opening for a second time now. Moving away from the Blink opening, which Clem loves to be aggressive against, and into the Stargate instead. I wonder if he just feels as though maybe Clem is just so good playing versus Blink, it's just not worth it. Because Blink is still kind of the considered go-to for PvT, so to see Stargate twice is definitely a change-up. Well-positioned Oracle gets himself in the Reaper. So 2 Reapers down, no probes killed. Comfortable first defense from Classic. Inevitable shade as the one survives, the other goes down. Just have Classic now following with the Twilight Council. This is one of the most dangerous builds. Oracle into Blink. When I say dangerous, I mean dangerous for Classic. It's so susceptible to just dying. It's really because you just have a lot of units for a long time that just aren't good at fighting. As one Oracle goes down, it's not exactly going to help the case. We are currently an absolute eternity away from Blink as well. So that's going to take a long time to come into play too. There's our factory, and drops down, builds up a reactor, Stimpack Combat Shield and +1 coming through. And Clem will get to his upgrades to see where the next stage of this game will go. But Stasis Ward down, just out the front, gain the upgrades. Continue to take on into play, and Depot comes down over on the sides. Rid of a few Stalkers, and then we go back and forth. One Reaper caught in the stasis already. Cyclone locks on. Just gonna see 3, 4 SCVs going down already. A couple of those Stalkers are dying as well. It's gonna be 5 kills. So the Oracle's at least putting some work in. Gate's coming up, Robobay coming through. TvP about halfway done. The extra gate's just going to be finishing. Marine's going to get there. The probe will go down. The rest of the bio is still coming across the top as Clem tries to find some positions to attack in. He will step back and try and just get the probe with the pylon that was building. Classic is not super eager to fight either, I feel like. An extra round of Zealots will make him a little bit more confident. Stepping through, a couple of Marines begin to drop off. We blink one Stalker forward. The idea was to set off the Widow Mine, but we're going to lose the Sentry instead. Classic tried to play around that Widow Mine, but it just went wrong, and now he's just getting kited for days upon days, it seems. Zealot's getting jumped on, just going to be seeing the Colossus and the charge coming through. The Stalker's going to be pulling back. We'll keep on trading here. The Bio's still stepping up. Zealots and Stalker's taking some damage. Extra couple of warpings coming by. The Bio will be there again. Stalker's get turned around once more. Couple shots coming through. Stalker's going to continue to trade. I mean, Classic is just about hanging on in there, which I think is one of the better things you can ask from Classic at this point. Just hangs on in there. I think he can get an army that might be able to contend, but he doesn't really have much other choice. That's pretty much all he can do at the moment. Steps up, Stalkers, Colossus coming through, no Zealots to really speak of right now, as the Colossus will try and get away, but we're going to lose one Colossus at the very least. Not exactly great. Widow Mine does fall. We've seen the scan coming down. Clem's still thinking about the idea. Gonna be able to grab the orbs. Just gonna be seeing the couple upgrades still coming through. Clem gonna go hunt down a few Zealots on the bottom side, still maintain that supply lead. Zealot comes over, Marine is just gonna get jumped on as well. Well, skirmish on this watchtower. I think Clem is again just gonna continue to fall back. Who else is trying to come through? It's going to be seeing the Bio still coming across. I mean, again, there's just not enough Zealots really tanking this army at any point, and that's going to be Classic's issue. Is got to be super careful here. He can't lose Colossus. He needs splash damage to stay alive, but the Vikings are chasing the Prism as well. And again, a few Zealots get through the front. You can see the difference it makes, but it's still just not enough. Vikings will shoot, Colossus takes some damage. I'm just gonna pretty much overwhelm. We've been seeing this fight coming for a little while, and now it is absolutely guaranteed as we just see the Bioforce in there. Chase the probes down. We do have new Colossus popping. Can they somehow make a change? I mean, we've had so many attempts with Colossus. I don't want to believe that these two are suddenly going to be the game changers. We try an EMP, we get the EMP. I can split that damage a little bit. We're going to kill one, we're going to kill two. As long as we kill the two, that's going to be GG. It's going to be ourselves, Clem, tying it up, and we're going to get ourselves a game 3 between Classic and Clem. Top right-hand side, our Terran bouncing back from the 1-0 deficit. It's going to be Team Liquid's Clem. Takes on the blue Protoss. On the bottom left-hand side, we have Classic. And Classic finds another nice strong opening. Get back to what he had in that game number 1, where all the defense just went wrong for Clem. All the defense went very well for Classic, all the attacks went wrong for Clem. This last game was not quite as pretty. Football's away. Access to the Cybercore coming through. The Reaper and the Orbital Command coming up. The factory will be starting. Probe coming down the bottom side here from Classic. Get settled in. On Twitch chat, you guys are so feisty today. So is YouTube chat. Everyone's feisty today. Chill out. It's Monday. We've got StarCraft. Calm down. Stop fighting each other. Just enjoy some games for once. The world will be okay. That will come about. Reaper is going to get jumped on. Chase, you're going to get punched around, Stargate's coming through, the battery coming up and online to continue to get that underway. It moves about. We're just going to be having the medevac marines and a siege tank continue to come through as well, so we keep that going. Oracle coming through the bottom side, another Oracle coming about. Again, Oracle sets up, just going to be seeing the Viking, the Cyclone coming through as well. And got ourselves some early units from Clem that can come across the map again against a Stargate opener. Viking and Cyclone going to be very good against those Stargate units early. Again, just Oracle into Blink is such a scary style to play. Playing the Cyclone and Siege Tank continue to push on through. It's coming back over. Again, the Cyclone, the Siege Tank is going to get grabbed a little bit. A couple of probes going down as well. It's a rough push for Classic, as you can see. He's just having to pull the probes in, but the tank is still so healthy. As we land the Viking, it is just going to be game. This one is going to come to a close, and we have ourselves a GG's. Clem 2, Classic 1 in this best of 3. Clem advances to the semis to play Dark.